Hi and welcome to the Tyler's Tools video channel. Today I'd like to explain to you how to unpack and set up your Golz saw, which obviously you've invested in and you want to get things right from the start. So we're going to go through it step by step for the first time you set the saw up. In the box, the saw comes as a package, a bundle. You'll get 2 porcelain blades, the side table and legs, 2 tile clamps and the extension side square. Now I'm going to put those on one side and show you how to set this table up on its legs. On the back of the machine you'll see the locking mechanism that holds the motor on the rail. You must always lock the motor down when transporting the machine. So to set the machine up on the legs, you have 2 knobs here. Just slacken them off. The same on the other side. Weight of the motor at that end. Pick the saw up. Simply cantilever and lock. Change hands and do the other side. Okay, to lift this end, you transfer the weight up the rail by moving the motor. So you undo the lock nuts, bring the lock and tighten. Motor is now secure and the weight's been transferred. Simply repeat the process with the legs. Same again. Lift with the handle. Slide the leg. Lock into position. And she's nice and steady. So now we've got the saw set up, good stable footing, it's time to put the blade on. So I'll show you how to do that now in some simple stages. So to put the blade on, we want the motor housing somewhere around here so it's comfortable to work on. So we release the catches on the back and we slide the motor across. Bring the catches in again and just lock it down. So this handle here is to release the motor from its up and down position. You want to release this so that the whole motor lifts up and then we lock it back down. So we've selected a continuous rim blade. This is for porcelain, but obviously you can use other blades for other materials. So it's important to match the blade with whatever you're cutting. You'll notice that all blades will have a directional arrow on them. That's important that the arrow goes in the same way as the arrow on the cowling here. So the blade is cutting on the downstroke. So all the tools required for the changing of the blade are actually on the rear arm of the saw. You've got the tool for holding the shaft or the spindle. You've got the spanner for undoing these nuts here, and you've also got the large spanner to undo the big nut on the shaft, on the spindle. So putting the blade on is very simple with these machines. You just have 3 nuts here, 3 bolts I should say. Just undo those with the 13mm spanner. The cowling comes off and just sits on the top of the machine like so. Then you'll find the shaft with the flanges. We insert the bar in here. Undo opposite lock. So again, to undo, it's in the same direction as the arrow. Similarly, take the retaining nut off the outer flange. Place the wheel on, making sure it sits properly onto the inner flange. Place the outer flange. The nut back on. You don't need to over tighten these things because they do automatically tighten up on the downstroke. Simply replace the cowling. Tighten the 3 bolts back up. Place the tools in the holder on the end. And that's the blade ready to go. Underneath the machine you'll find the water tray. Simply undo the locking mechanism here and the tray slides out. Inside the tray you'll find the full manual, and I do recommend that you read this because there are things in there that I can't tell you on this video. You'll also find the water pump here and the plug. The water pump is easily removed by just unscrewing the end and lifting it out. This then allows you to put the pump onto the top of the working surface and completely remove the tray. When the saw comes, you'll also find the adjustable side square in there. It's fully adjustable between 0 and 90 degrees. At the working end of the saw you find the on-off switch. Nice big safety off button there should you have any accidents, we hope you don't. And you'll also find the regulator for the water pump just here. If you want to tilt the saw to do 45-degree miters, it's always important to have the blade in the up position and not into the side tables. To do this, there are knobs, one at each end of the saw. Simply unlock, come to the side of the saw and slide it over. Once you've got it into that 45-degree position, lock those nuts down again. You'll also find on the end of the saw there's a calibration to allow you to do the angles that you require. So to sum up, that's setting the saw up simply from the box. If you want to look how the accessories are assembled and fitted to the saw, check out our playlist where we will have a complete list of each of those accessories as individual items. If you like our video, please subscribe, where you'll find lots of other hints and tips of all the products that we offer.